now. So when you go inside and see it, he's curious. Hello? Hey, how are you?
I am so happy and grateful for another precious, precious, precious day of life. I am so grateful. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Amen. I just wanted to say something really, really quick on here. A 5-minute message. It's pretty simple and clear. I was just watching a video on Instagram by Eat to Live, and he was talking about if you see a man on the street or someone homeless or someone in need, you want to give them something good. Something good. Now, he was talking about food, as far as what are you giving him that's going to nourish him, that's good for him. You can give him money, you can give him what you consider to be food. It could be chips, it could be soda, it could be something that's not quite healthy for that person. And for me, and for those that know, that are awake, that have been initiated, that know thyself, the people that know who they really are, we are here to empower, motivate, and inspire the entire world to awaken to consciousness. They don't know. They don't know. That's all I want to say. They don't know. Your parents don't know. Your family doesn't know. The masses, 90% of the people that live, the souls that live on this planet, this plane of thought, they don't know. The things that we've been taught in school are not necessarily the most important things in life. The birds, the bees, the trees, all of nature never, not once went to a school, got a degree, read a book. The book is within. Knowledge is within. The love, the happiness, the prosperity, the abundance, it's within each and every individual. The money is the mind. The money is the mind. Your mind is literally your wealth. It's literally your freedom, the way you think. You can either think that you're poor or you can think that you're rich, and so shall it be. It will be a reflection of what it is that you're thinking about yourself. They don't know. Knowledge is power. The more you know is the happier, healthier, and wealthier you will be. If you have no idea how the mind works, if you have no idea that you are creating your own reality with the way that you're thinking, the thoughts that you believe, all the things that have been fed to you mentally is a reflection of the life that you're living. 90% of the population does not know the power of the mind. Knowledge is food. If you're going to give something to somebody, give them something that will free them forever. Emancipate them forever. You can give a man a fish, like Christ said. And you feed him for 3 hours maybe. And he's going to be hungry again. He's going to keep coming back. And he's going to keep coming back. And he's going to keep coming back. Never satisfied and never fulfilled until you help him to awaken to the abundance within him. The God source that lives within him. If you're going to give someone something, give them knowledge. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is literally food. If you go up to a homeless man or someone that you consider, there's no one homeless. The entire planet is our home. Whether you're sleeping with the trees or you're sleeping with the grass, this is your home. You're never homeless. The world will have you think that because you don't have the fancy car and the fancy house, or even a regular one, that you're not rich, and it's a lie. Your very existence, your very life force energy that moves through you is a representation of how rich and abundant you truly are. Just imagine. What did it take to bring you into physical manifestation? You who I'm speaking to now. What did it take to bring you, this physical body, the soul that you are, the being that you are, the personality that you are uniquely? There's no one like you, and there's no one that will ever be you. You are the original. You are the only copy. No one can be you, and you cannot be anyone else. So stop trying to fit in with the crowd. You are meant to stand out. You are rare. There's only one of you. You will never find another person like me, and you will never find another person like you. That's how special and important you are. You're here for a reason. You're here for this time. You came into carnation for a reason, for a purpose. You are here on a mission, and the mission is always love. You are here to bring more love to this plane of thought. You are here to raise the vibration. To keep your mouth closed is to starve all humanity. To keep your mouth closed. I've studied many years on how the mind works. Why people behave the way they do. Why do we experience the suffering and the struggle and the chaos and the dysfunction? It happened to me. So I started to question life. And the more you question, the more answers are going to come to you in various mysterious, magical, and wonderful ways. If you are to give that man anything, give him knowledge. Most importantly, knowledge of self. Who am I? Why am I here? What am I here to do? Show them the power that's within them. Teach them the power that's within them. This is the role of every parent, which is a spiritual guide to their children. You don't own them. You are here to guide them. And the more you know is the more knowledge you can share. Knowledge is not meant to be kept to a chosen few, to a select few, to a select society. Knowledge is not meant to be secret and kept away. Just like money, you want to share it, you want to give it. It baffles me. It baffles me how 5%, 1 to 5%, and all the secret societies, I did the research. I needed to know why my family was working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, and all they ever told us to do was work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. And you'll be successful if you work hard. I've seen my family come from Jamaica. Work hard, work hard, work hard is the culture. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Work hard. They got 3, 4, 5 jobs. You know what I'm talking about. And barely making ends meet. And barely have enough to feed family after paying all the bills. Work hard. Stress your body out. Work your bones. Work yourself all the way to the bone. Disrespecting the holy temple of God. You weren't meant to work this body down to the bone. This body is supposed to be at ease. And whenever it's not at ease, it's in dis-ease. And it creates chaos, cancer, you name it. The list is long, and it's time to stop the mental madness. Most people walking around are not aware and awake. Seek knowledge first, and everything else shall be added unto you. The food, the clothes, everything that's necessary for you to live is already here for you and given freely to you. Like I said before in one of my posts, satisfy your soul, nourish your soul, feed your soul. That part of you that is eternal, immortal, and lives forever, that divine, supreme, higher self is you. Your higher self is you. And your higher self is God in you, as you. God is playing out in each and every individual. You are here for a reason. You are here to share your knowledge. So the message is, give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. But if you teach a man how to fish, if you teach a man how to use his God power, thought, mental, the way you think is everything. You walk up to that homeless man, you walk up to that family member, and you boldly and courageously speak the good news of God's kingdom, God's queendom in each and every man when we awaken to the power of our thoughts, to think a new thought, to believe a new thought. Believe that you are rich more than you believe that you are poor, and look, for the evidence shall be revealed to you of how rich you truly are. Declare, command, and believe that you're poor, and you will always find evidence to support your self-fulfilling, your self-claiming, your self-believing prophecy. Keep saying you're ugly. Keep saying that you're broke. Keep saying that you're sick. Keep saying that you're anything that you don't want to be. The universe doesn't care. It's like a genie. You keep saying it. You keep claiming it. You keep believing it. You're going to keep getting it. You're getting what you're thinking and believing all of the time. You walk up to that man. You walk up to that woman, and you feed him knowledge. As we all know, there have been secret societies over the years, and trust me, I understand why they wouldn't reveal certain things to the masses. If you knew what you really know, if you knew who you really were, honestly, you would drop to your knees and praise and worship the ground that you walk on. If you really truly knew who you were. Knowledge, my man. Knowledge, my friend. You can walk up to the man and give him something to eat. You can give him money. It's only going to take him so far. But if you show that man, you teach that man, you share knowledge with that man. Share what you know now. 1 to 5% of every single individual on social media. It's rare that you'll find someone like me that's willing to share all the secrets of the societies, all the knowledge that has come to me, because I know that it is my responsibility to share it with my family, with my friends, with every person that I meet. Now, you may not understand me. You may not believe that you're rich and abundant and prosperous and your life is supposed to be joyful. But I'm going to keep telling you that. And I'm going to keep preaching prosperity, abundance. I'm going to keep speaking health, wealth, and magnificence into you because I know the power of my spoken word. I know that words cast spells, and I'm casting prosperous spells on you. You may not be aware and awake of who you really are, but I am going to make sure, I'm going to make it my business to give you the knowledge, to give you the power, to give you the wisdom that I've cultivated in the years that I've lived here. I've lived here many years, and every day I awaken to how long I've actually been here. I'm one of those people that you would call the guardians of the galaxy. I'm the guardian of planet Earth. This is what I'm sent here to do. There is no other planet. There's no other universe. There's no other galaxy that I would want to be, where I would want to live forever. This is where it's at. This is the best of both worlds, where the non-physical meets the physical. This body is not just physical, it's pure spirit. Just as physical as you can see, feel, touch, and taste it is just as spiritual as it is. You forget that you're not attached to any wires. You forget that your heart is beating right now, that your lungs are breathing right now. What is that force? What is that source? Wake up every day and you give thanks to that source. That source is coming from within you, through you, for you, serving you. And no man can take it away from you. Do you really get it? No matter how much the government wants to set up laws and this and that, any external authority does not beat your heart. They're not your authority. Your authority, your source, literally is beating your heart right now. What is that source? Knowledge of self. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to the signs of awakening. Pay attention to all the teachers that are here to help you to awaken you. Don't worship me. Worship you. Don't look to me for the answers. Look to you. There was somebody else that answered the call that helped me to awaken to my God self, my higher self. Someone else answered the call. I attracted the books. I questioned everything. I read a lot of books. I've listened to a lot of audios. And eventually, as the years went by, I started to pick it up like a radio signal, like a channel started to open up within me. I stopped putting the chemicals on me. I realized that the chemicals were disrupting my telepathic psychic abilities. This right here is electricity. I realized that my whole temple, my whole body is electric. It's electric. And then I learned that dead carcass, dead food, literally weakens my vibration. It doesn't electrify me. And I started to learn about electric food, alkaline food. I started to learn about herbs. It literally came to me. It was attracted to me as I was attracted to it. The minute that I knew that I was anointed and initiated to be part of this 144,000 ruling with Christ. It's not just ruling with Christ in this unseen, external, off place. It's ruling with Christ right here within you. Activate the Christ consciousness within you. It's in you. The return of the Christ is in you. It's happening now as we speak it into existence. as we think it into existence. You have to analyze your thoughts and analyze your words. And you literally got to start casting spells on yourself, because they're casting spells on you without your knowledge, which is why it's important for you to start casting your own spells on your own life. Life is long, prosperous, abundant, and magnificent. My legacy is everlasting life, everlasting love, everlasting abundance. I shall live. I shall not die. My God is creating immortal bodies, eternal bodies, as we speak, think, and believe it into existence. Do you really think that hate, violence, struggle, and chaos will win forever? What kind of thinking is that? Where is the hope? Where is the faith? Where is your muscle? Where is that faithful muscle that you must use to bring forth the non-physical into the physical? You are your greatest manifestation. It's staring at you in your face every day. Forget all of that other stuff. You are the money. You are the wealth. You are the health. You are the God. You are the Messiah. You are everything, and everything is you. When you awaken to that, oh my God, I bless you. You'll start to see life differently. You'll start to see people differently. So the message is knowledge. Knowledge. Give him knowledge. They don't know. You keep complaining about how the world is going, how your government is doing, all the chaos. You keep complaining instead of observing. Observing the abundance, observing the part that you play in this whole scheme of things. You didn't just come here to pay bills and die. About a million to a billion, the number is ridiculous, of how many sperm literally that you had to beat, that you had to race, that you literally came through. You were the egg, you were the sperm, that met the egg. One out of literally a million or a billion sperm cells. You made it into physical manifestation. You literally thought yourself into existence. Nothing else matters, because you are that God that can change your finances, that can literally heal every cell in your body. The God that you're praying to is you, and you have the ability, you have the power, and now you know you have the knowledge. The knowledge. To live an abundant life. Your destiny is abundant. God's wish for you is to live life and to live it more abundantly, not less abundantly. And it starts with the way that you think. Abundant thoughts create an abundant reality. It doesn't matter what you see when you look around. You are here to create it. And I keep saying this over and over again. Well, you can't do that. Well, we can't do that. Well, that doesn't, I've never seen that done before. No, because you are here to do it. You are here to bring it. It is your mission to manifest it here. You think you just came here to pay bills and die? You are here to conquer death itself by choosing life with every breath, with every word, with every thought. Your thoughts must support the very desire that you are bringing into physical manifestation. Your thoughts have to be in alignment with having, not wanting. All my needs are met. I have everything that I need to carry out this mission. My mind is made up. I stand firm and faithful to the vision. I stand firm and faithful to my imagination because I know that imagination is my magic. That thing that you had when you were a little kid, and I don't like to use kid, that's like a baby goat. Stop referring to ourselves as mere mortals. We are way more than that. The minute that you call it out, claim it out, believe that you have received the anointing of God on your life, your consciousness will evolve and ascend right here, right now. Let me tell you this. A lot of people don't know this, but you have the capacity to create hell for yourself when you're here because of the way that you're thinking, or you have the capacity to bring heaven to your existence. Your life, your reality can be a heavenly reality by literally renewing your mind. The scriptures tell you this. Renew your mind. You literally have to make up your mind more than you make up your face, ladies. The amount of time and effort and money that you spend buying hair, doing your hair, painting your face. Spend all that time, money, and energy into feeding your mind and making up your mind for abundance, prosperity, longevity, eternal life, new bodies. We are creating new bodies as we speak. Have you ever seen it done before? Yes, I have. I'm not the same body that I was in at 5. I've seen my mind shift and my body shifts with my mind. That's how it works. You believe that you have to go to the grave because you've seen everybody do it. Everybody must go. The books told you this. All your government, all your pastors, everybody told you that you must go to this grave. And you believed him, her, them. I'm here to spread a new scroll. New scrolls are being opened within me. The more I speak, the more people that hear my voices, the more people that will awaken. We were never meant to die. We were meant to live forever. For what is heaven on earth but life eternal? As Bob Marley said, your leaders taught you that you must die to go to heaven. That is wrong. You cannot die in heaven. You must live in heaven. Even in hell. For you to even experience a hell-like state, you have to be alive. The dead are not conscious of anything at all. They are non-existent. They haven't come to know thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself. Peep game. The Matrix. It's either The Matrix Part 1 or The Matrix Part 2. He goes to meet with the oracle. I want you to watch this movie and I want you to pay attention. I want you to look at this movie, watch this movie with a third eye vision, with a different mindset and a different perspective. I need you to pay attention to the codes. The Matrix 1 or The Matrix 2, it's one of them. He goes to meet with the oracle. He goes into her kitchen. You got to pay attention because it's quick. And I caught it. And it's in a different language. So you're going to need to Google the words you see above Neo's head. Above Neo's head, when he's speaking to the oracle. He speaks to the oracle maybe about 3, 4, 5 times in The Matrix 1 or 2. Pay attention. I don't think it's the one with the cookies and the bending of the spoon. Not that one. It is. In one of those scenes, I believe she might be smoking a cigarette. Imagine her smoking herbs. And she's talking to him. And it's a quick glimpse. Right above Neo's head. On the door post. On top of the door. It's behind him. On top of his head. I had to pause the movie to see it. Literally. What is that above Neo's head? It's written in a language. And it's just words on top of his head. It's not in English. When you type in the words on Google of what is above Neo's head, the words above his head, she's literally talking to Neo, and he's asking her for these answers, and she's trying to help Neo to really realize that the answers is you. You have all the answers. I can't tell you what to do. I can only guide you through this spiritual plane. The sign says in English, know thyself. It is the most important message. When you do not know who you are, when you've lost your identity of self, you've lost your way. You always look to external. You'll always play the blame game. You'll always look outside of yourself. They did this to me. He did this to me. The government did this to me. My parents did this to me. And you'll be constantly in a state of suffering because you do not see the power within yourself. You do not see the power within yourself to change your entire reality. So, again, you can give a man a fish, it'll feed him for a day. But if you give him knowledge of self, he'll be able to feed himself and his entire generation after generation after generation after generation. And I see it going up my arm as the blood runs through my veins. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I am awake. You are meant to outlive. Every single ancestor that came before you is within you, and you are their only hope. You are their only resurrection. You are the only hope that they have. And they're constantly trying to speak to you because they are you. Let's not get too deep. Because once you awaken, everything starts to make sense. All the puzzle pieces start to come together. When you get yourself off of the drugs, when you get off all the drugs that's in the food, turn back and look at the ingredients. There's a whole bunch of drugs in there that you cannot pronounce. MSG is one of them. It does something to your brain. Get off of all the drugs. Get them out your life. Walk a natural path. Embrace your organic, natural self. Embrace your God self. This is your creation. This is your magnificent design. Hair grows out of your head for a reason. Hair grows in your nose for a reason. Hair grows. Literally, you take a microscope, you look at your face, there are tiny, tiny little hairs. You will not win because it's going to keep growing back. And when you start to lose it, it's a sign of death. It's a barren land. You'll start to get patches all over your body. Chemotherapy. That's life. That's how you know whether things are alive or dead. Before you choose chemical therapy, choose natural nature, organic therapy. Go outside. Let your feet touch the grass. Breathe in that fresh air on a consistent basis like you eat food. Drink water. Like a baby living in the womb. Find the beach, find the rivers, and run. Use the sun to beat your whole body. Literally, instead of covering it up with makeup, you literally need the sunlight to hit your skin directly. Go get the book, Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About. Go get the book, Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About by Kevin Trudeau. Stop wearing sunscreen. Stop wearing sunscreen. Your body has the ability to stand in the sun and absorb it and eat it. Vitamins come from the sun. To tell you to go put on a mask or to put on sunscreen to block out your own sun is absolutely blasphemy. You need the sun, and you need more of it than ever. Building that immune system is your immortality. The elements, water, sunlight, earth, and fire Those are the things that you'll need. And when you activate those four and you've eaten and you've absorbed and you've taken in that every single day, that's your food. All of those things grow your food. So if you take in all those things and you make it your priority to do so, take off the shoes, take off the sunglasses, bathe yourself in the sun, literally eat the oxygen like it's food. Literally. You'll start to elevate to it. You're just going to start. You'll just start knowing what to do, when to do. If anything comes near you that will try to destroy you, it will literally destroy itself before it can destroy you. You're like planet Earth. When you get closer to Earth and you start understanding the nature of Earth, you'll start to understand the nature of who you are. This is Earth. This is Mama Earth. This is Mama Earth. This is her trees. This is her plants. This is Mama Earth. Let it grow, like the Lorax would say. Let it grow. Go and pray in nature. Go meditate in nature. Stop closing yourself off from the love of God, sunlight, fresh air, grounding, and fire. Sunlight is the Son of God. Literally. The more that you can take in and the closer that you get to that sun, is the more awakened you will be. It literally, this is the sun is so amazing. I could talk about the sun in a whole video. Go out into the sun, move to a tropical environment. It's too cold. It's too cold. If you cannot take your clothes off 365 days of the year and go outside, take it all off and walk outside and you feel okay, and you could stand outside for hours, this is where you need to be. You need to be in your natural environment as a human being. We need to activate our God body now. And I say this with urgency because this is the last days that the gospel spoke about. Are you not aware? Can't you see what's happening? Can't you see what's going on? These are the last days. And that may not be, I'm not talking about last days for everybody. I'm talking about your mortality. People say you don't know the time or the day. You never ever claim death, ever. You do not accept it. You do not believe it. I do not go to funerals unless I am the main speaker to speak everlasting life into every soul and raise that body from the physical cast. That whatever they call that thing that people lay in. If you are not going to that funeral to raise that person up out of that casket, I don't go. Let the dead bury the dead, because they're not conscious that all things live. There is no death. This is where your consciousness comes in. There is no death. Hear me again. There is no death. What you're seeing is transformation. You're seeing transformation. Change form, shape, shift, move into another form. Your grandmother, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin is not dead. To go celebrate the dead is to literally be dead in consciousness. You don't know who you are and the power that you have. Study the life of Jesus Christ. It's a consciousness that lives in every soul that you must awaken within yourself. Did you believe the scriptures when it said that even the least among you shall do great things? Even the least among you. Even the least among you. Doesn't matter how much money you got. The power is within you. To raise the dead, to heal the sick, to walk on water, to literally transform water into wine. The power is within you. The magic is your imagination. Your thoughts create this reality, whether it's a stinking reality, It's yours. Whether it's a beautiful, gorgeous garden-like reality, it's yours. If you can imagine it and you can and literally believe in the power of your own magic, that's where it all is, my friend. We are here to create, transform, deliver, emancipate. We are here to bring heaven on earth into our consciousness and activate it right here, right now. Do you believe that you can live longer than 100? And I'm not talking about in a weak, feeble, falling apart body. I'm talking about a renewed, transformed God body. As we all know, with God, all things are possible. So what is there that's not possible for God? God can transform the dead into the living into the dead. God can transform your body to an everlasting, immortal body. It all depends on how faithful you are. How much faith do you have? Do you believe? Can you use your mind to focus on everlasting life and what that looks like for you? We're not talking about living forever in a violent, chaos, dysfunctional society. As your mind grows and evolves, as your mind turns to peace, as your words speak peace, as you maintain a mental state of peace, prosperity, and abundance within you, you are transforming the reality that you live in. The more and more of us that awaken to that. At first, it was only 1 to 5% of people who awaken to their ability. The people that we call rich are the people that know themselves. And money, physical money, is not what makes you rich. It's your knowledge of who you are and awakening to that power that has always been with you and that will always be with you. The love that you have for yourself is eternal. It never dies and no one can take it away. The love that you have for you, God. When we say we're God, we are saying that we are love. We are perfect. We are love. We are prosperity. We are abundant. Whatever God is, I am. The name of God is I am. Everything you say after I am, you shall become. You have no one to blame but yourself. Your responsibility is to share the knowledge as I am doing now. All those big books, all those secret societies, all of those things must be revealed and it must be preached to every child, every woman, every man. And it must be preached on a global level. This good news must be preached. And then you will have a choice to make as to whether you will choose life or you will choose death. Realize that there are a lot of people that are choosing death for various reasons. And the number one reason is to end suffering, their own suffering, not realizing that your thoughts and the way that you think is the cause of all your suffering. To believe in something greater than what you can see, to believe in a love that is unconditional, to believe in a God that's unconditional, limitless, infinite, divine, supreme, and it's with you all the days of your eternal life. That is the magic. To believe in prosperity more than you believe in poverty, that's your homework. Alice in Wonderland said, wake up every day and believe 3 impossible dreams. Believe 3 impossible things. The things that people think are impossible are not impossible for God. So when you claim your throne, when you claim your consciousness, Instead of just going on automatic default, listening and believing what everybody else has to say, it's time for you to create your own reality. This is the time. This is the great tribulation. This is the last days. This is the return of the Christ. Will you be left behind in the class that's ready to graduate to heaven on earth? Will you be part of that class to graduate? Your own consciousness. Share the knowledge. Spread the knowledge. Spread it. Keep talking about it. No matter how much they don't want to hear you talking about how good life is, how thankful you are, how wonderful and grateful this day will be, keep speaking it. Keep speaking it. They don't know. They don't know, but you know. That's why you've been given this precious, precious diamond to share. To share no matter what. No matter what they call you, no matter what they think of you, you stand on your own thoughts of self. This is your mission. To remain silent is to watch your family members and your friends not even have a chance to experience a different version of life, a different perspective of life, a different reality right here, right now. Now tell me, which other planet would you want to live on? Now tell me, all the things that you love to do, I've said this before, just realize without a body, it's not possible to taste anything, to feel anything on the level of the physical feel. Just remember, there's no more sex, there's no more reproduction, there's no more fruit, there's no more dancing, there's no more music, there's no more. Where else would you really want to live? And I'm not talking about living in an old, broken, violent world. We are creating a new heaven and a new earth. As within, so without. You have to create this world within. It's not created from without. You have to create what heaven looks like for you right here, right now, from within. Heaven is everlasting life, abundance, prosperity, and peace on earth. This is heaven, and I choose to call that in me. I choose to cultivate that in me. I choose to claim that in me. Every day, I'm getting better and better and better of transforming my thoughts from that old reality. We literally redeem ourselves with our own thinking. There's no one coming to save you. Your mission is to save yourself. Christ, Jesus, Messiah. That's you in disguise. You're here to heal yourself. Healing the sick is healing yourself. You are here to walk on your own water. Your whole body is literally water that you're walking on and in. Literally. The makeup of your body is water. You're walking on water. You are here to heal every single cell in your God body. I am healed. Let the weak say, I am strong. Now, why would the scriptures tell you that? I'm weak. I'm sitting here. I'm feeling weak. I'm feeling broken. I'm feeling poor. And the scriptures are telling me, say that you're strong. Say that you're prosperous. Say that you're getting healthier. This is what they're telling you to do. Until you become it, until you claim it, until you receive it, it'll never come into physical manifestation for you. This is the first physical manifestation of all your manifestation. You are the literal manifestation. The first manifestation of your thoughts comes from you and what you're able to imagine and vision within yourself. The people perish for lack of vision. The people perish for a lack of imagination, because they told you once you left kindergarten, just turn it off. Turn it off. Turn off your imaginary friend that's literally standing right next to you. Turn off your imaginary millions. Turn it off. And work. We'll work you till you die. In fact, we're gonna make you pay to die. We are the only species, ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses. We are the only species that pay to live and pay to die. We are the only species, intelligent, magnificent species that pay to live and pay to die. We're literally working just to die. If that is not insanity, I don't know what is. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Insanity is doing the same thing over, thinking the same thoughts over and over, believing the same thoughts over and over. Why do you think this way? Because my mom thought this way, because my pastor told me to think this way, because my government trained me to think this way. Think your own thoughts. Become like a little child again and believe in the impossible. Children don't have no money. They don't chase no money. Yet, all their needs are met. All of nature, which is literally the biggest part of this plane of thought. Nature. They don't pay to live and they don't pay to die. Why are we the only species that literally do this, live in this insanity? Questions to consider. I gotta go. I gotta recharge my energy. Get in the sun, drink more water. Take off your shoes and plant your foot in the ground. Start planting again with your magic wand. Start planting again. Get in the ground. Get into nature. Share the knowledge, man. They don't know. You are here to help them receive this knowledge. You've read the books. You know the secrets. Why keep them quiet when your people are dying and suffering? Why keep this knowledge secret? When you have this knowledge, you are entitled to share it. Now is the time. Maybe before, you could have kept it to yourself so that you don't get slaughtered and killed for blasphemy. But now is the time to speak up. Now is the time to share the knowledge with friends and family. And it may not be received the way you want it to be received. Keep speaking it. Keep preaching it. Keep teaching it. Let the people know. Let them know. Speak it on top of the mountain. We need to know. We need to know. Give people a chance to choose something different, because there's so many options than death. Hell is where you're at when you're not where you want to be. That's a quote by Mr. Chips, the Quantrepreneur, on Facebook. Hell is where you're at when you're not where you want to be. You want to be in the grave? Do you want to be in the grave? Is that your ultimate desire? Is that your ultimate wish? Is that your legacy for all the hard work? Don't you think you're worthy? Hell is the grave. Hell is the grave. And heaven is everlasting life. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. Transform your thoughts, transform your life. You'll see it when you believe it. You'll see it when you believe it.